In this video, we're going to look at how to create a simple digital estimate. I'm in the estimate screen already, and I'm going to hover over the estimates tab and select add new. And I'm going to start typing my customer's name. All I need is about 3 or 4 letters and it will appear from the CRM section. If I needed to add a new customer, I could have used this plus button here. With the company name comes the contact name, and you can have multiple contacts if you want. It's also loaded all their address details. And again, if these details aren't correct, I can use this plus button here and select a different address, or I can create a new address. Over on the right hand side, I can choose the item type, and I want to select sheet fed digital. And I've got the choice between a single item, a booklet, or a pad. We're going to do a single item to begin with and keep things simple. And I'm going to call this item a half letter flyer. And then I'm going to click next. So on this screen, I'm going to put in all my print selections. I can quote up to 4 quantities at a time. So let's do 500, 750, 1000, and 2000. I can then choose which digital machine I want to use. We can have multiple machines in the system, and you set these up in the settings. And I'm going to use this sapphire gloss paper. If I didn't want that, I could click on the plus button and choose any other paper stock from my inventory. It's all been uploaded. When I created my press, I put in setup spoilage and running spoilage. I can alter those if I wish, or I could keep them at the default. I can print this color black and white, single or double-sided. We're going to do this double-sided and color on both sides. The sheet I've chosen to print on is a 13 by 9 sheet. And the finished size of our job is going to be a half letter. We could also do custom measurements if we wanted. And the system's telling me I could lay this 4 up on the print sheet. If I click on this plus button, it's giving me a simple diagram layout as well. That's 4 half letters on a 13 by 9 sheet. I'm then linking to my guillotine to include our cutting cost, and then I'm going to click finish. So that's all the selections for the digital printing and the cutting by our guillotine. I've now been taken to a section called other costs, and I can add any type of other costs I want to. So I'm going to start by adding some artwork time. I'm going to say there was 2 hours of artwork time. And this cost is being built with a simple formula. That's the number of hours of artwork multiplied by $35. And on this, I've got a 45% markup. I'm also going to add some laminating. And this is an automated formula, so there's nothing I need to do here. I set this up when I initially created the system. I'm also going to add a charge for delivery, and that's going to be a fixed cost of $25. And then I'm going to click finish. And that's going to run the calculations and take us to this estimate summary screen. And here we are. We have a column for each of the 4 quantities that we're quoting for. And under each column is a breakdown of the price by paper, press, guillotine, and also the artwork, the laminating, and the delivery. And all that's being added up, and I've set in my settings to add a 20% markup on everything. And that's going to give us our subtotal, which is what the customer is going to pay excluding their state and local taxes, which are listed here below. And at the very bottom, we can see what our gross profit is by a dollar amount and also a percentage. So we know how much we're going to make on the job before we even send it to our customer. Over on the right hand side, we've got our description fields, and the system's been building this for us as we've made our selections. For example, we have our paper, we've got our size, and our color. And if I want to add more detail, I can click into here and just type. Or I could use one of the system's saved phrases. If I just click this plus button here, I can add that. So I also want to add one for laminating and delivery. So that's a fast and easy way to add new text in. So I'm happy with my changes, so I'm going to click save and stay. And now I'm going to come to my estimate options and select print and email. And that's going to build my PDF template for me. So here's our quote template. And our system's got a templating tool, so this will be built up with your branding. And it doesn't have to be laid out exactly like this. It can be laid out to your liking. But I'm happy with that, so I'm going to click email. and the system's going to build an automated email for me. So I don't need to make any changes to this, as the customer's details have already gone in. So since the email's been built, all I have to do is just click send. And now I'm going to change the status to awaiting approval. And that's the end of our process. That was a simple digital estimate.